Hi guys, welcome back. So today I have the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear Fall 2015 collection. There are 8 polishes here in total, and it's called the Fall into Color, I believe. Yes. There are 8 like cream / shimmery shades, and then there are 2 glitters. And I also have a whole bunch of comparisons to show you guys back there, of course. And the comparisons I'm going to show you guys, if you guys have been here for a while, you know I like to try to stick within the same brand that I'm showing you, but sometimes I can't find something in that exact same brand to compare it to. So I do have a few extras that aren't Sally Hansen, but that's okay. I got these at Kmart. I think they were like right around the $2 mark. They're very inexpensive, and Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear polishes are always really good, and so yeah, I wanted to share. I'm going to start with what's on my nails because I tend to forget, but I always put it in the description box regardless. So this is what I have on my nails today, and it is a Morgan Taylor polish. They have these on sale again at JCPenney's, the salon. Buy 2 get 1 free. It's called Under the Stars. It's just gorgeous. So there is that. Now let's get on to the polishes here. Alright, I'm going to start over here on this end. Okay, so the first one up here is called Out for OXBLOOD. And it's just a deep, like, red oxblood-ish kind of color. It's very pretty. The formula is really nice and smooth. You can definitely get away with 1 coat of this. I do too. You guys probably are sick of hearing me say that. I always do too, though. And let me see here. Let me show you guys the swatch real quick. So here is 2 coats of Out for OXBLOOD. Sorry about these nail wheels. I know they are not the best, but it's all I had for now. But so there is Out for OXBLOOD. Very beautiful red. Perfect for the fall. And I am comparing it to one of the Sally Hansen Patent Gloss polishes here. There's a little bit of polish that got spilled on it, but it's called MOTO, and it's pretty much the same color. It's just a little bit more on the like actual Crayola crayon red side. It's not as deep. It's gonna be a little. I think it's gonna be a little bit hard for you guys to tell. But there is the Sally Hansen MOTO, and then Out for OXBLOOD. They're very similar. This one is just a touch lighter in person. Alright. Next up here, we have, let's find the name, where are you? This one here is called Heritage Red, and this is more of a traditional red. It is leaning a little bit orangey. Formula is very, very good as well. 2 coats. I think you could possibly get it opaque in 1 coat, but I would definitely do 2 just to be safe. And so I'm going to compare it to a China Glaze, and this is The Heat Is On. It's a newer polish. This one is just a little bit more orangey than the Sally Hansen. And I will go ahead and show you guys. Alright, so here is Heritage Red, and then here is The Heat Is On. Pretty similar. almost exact, except for the China Glaze is a little bit more of a crelly, like jelly formulation. So there are those. So if you have the heat is on, you probably could skip out on Heritage Red unless you just love Sally Hansen, which I do, so, and they're cheap enough that you really don't have to worry about it if you do want them all. So let's keep going here. Next up, this one is called Hard Cider, and it is like a deeper burnt pumpkin orange kind of color with a orange gold shimmer running through it. It's very, very pretty. I really like it. The formula is really good as well. 2 coats. And I have 2 colors back here that I want to compare, and the reason being is this orange one right here is the only one that I could find that was pretty similar. It's called TANGO-RINE, or it's supposed to be like TANGO-RINE. But it's a little bit lighter, but it kind of has like that shimmer in it. Well, it's more finely milled, I guess. I don't even know why I have that one. But the other one is from SINFUL Colors, which is a much more close Maroon Fine. So I don't even know why I have that other SINFUL Colors in there. I don't know why I did that. Who knows? So let me show you guys these swatches here. So here is the 2 coats of the Sally Hansen in Hard Cider. There's the TANGO-RINE Tangerine color, which is not very similar. And then over here is Maroon Fine by SINFUL Colors. Let me focus this. So you guys see what I'm saying? It's pretty much the exact same thing as Maroon Fine, but it's like more of an orange color, and Maroon Fine's more of like a maroon red, obviously. Alright. Next up, I have this gorgeous, oh my god, I love this color. If you guys like nudes, you're gonna want this. It's beautiful. This is Femme Feather, and it's a nude neutral shade, but it's more on the pinky peach side instead of just like a normal like tan nude. It kind of looks like it's going to be similar to a lot of the neutrals that Sally Hansen's put out recently in this same line, but it's not. It's different, and I love it. It's so pretty. The formula is super great as well. Super good. And so I have 2 that I wanted to show you from Sally Hansen to compare. So this one over here is a newer one, and this is Bear Hug, which is more of like a sandy nude color. And then the next one is Floaties. I think I got this last summer. It's kind of like a peachy pink, but it's like darker than the Femme Feather. So in saying that, the reason why I have both of these is because I feel like Femme Feather falls like somewhere right in the middle of these 2. So I just wanted to let you guys see that, so you guys can get a feel for the color of the new one, in which I love. They're all nice, but oh my god. If you guys like neutrals and nudes, you need to get this. It's good. Real good. So the swatches here. Alright, so this one, excuse me, oh my god. Alright, let's see. Here is 2 coats of Femme Feather, Bear Hug, and then Floaties. And they're all 2 coats. So you guys see what I'm saying? Like, Femme Feather, it kind of falls like somewhere right in between those 2. Super beautiful. I love it. Love it. Alright. Next up here, this is a pretty unique shade. It's called GYPSY Jade. And so it is like a green, blue, jade, turquoisey kind of color. Do you guys love my explanations of these colors or descriptions? So good at it. And then it has like this turquoise green kind of shimmer, like a super fine shimmer running through it, so it gives it kind of like a flash. It's really, really pretty. And I wanted to compare to it Big Teal because I feel like it's kind of along the same lines as Big Teal. It is a bit darker and it does have that shimmer, but I'm showing it so you guys can get a feel for what Gypsy Jade is going to look like. It kind of has the same shimmer as this one right here, this tangerine color. It kind of has the same kind of shimmer as that. I mean, obviously not the same colors, but it's kind of like that. Okay, and this right here, though, the Gypsy Jade is pretty thin. It is a more sheer polish, so you're probably going to want 3 coats at least to get it completely opaque. But it's worth it. It's super pretty. It's looking a little bit weird on this swatch wheel. I don't know what the deal is. It looks a little bit crinkled. That's weird. But there's Gypsy Jade, and then here is Big Teal. So hopefully that can help you guys get a little bit of a better feel for the color of Gypsy Jade, I hope. Alright. Next is the color that everybody's kind of freaking out about. So this one here is Boho Blue. And when I first saw this, I thought it looked very similar to Pacific Blue, but I knew that it wasn't the exact same color as that. Like, if anybody is super into nail polish, I'm sure you guys thought the same thing. It's very similar, yes, but it's not the same. The formula is different too. It's more of like a curly formula, whereas Pacific Blue is a cream. So this one right here is a little bit more sheer. It's a beautiful color. It's a little bit more thick whenever you apply it, but I think that there's a reason for that, and the reason being, where it's a curly, if it was any thinner, it would take forever to build it up. So it's a bit thicker. It is a little bit harder to work with, but I think that's because you want to be able to build it up nicely without having to do like 10 layers. You get what I'm saying? So I think that there is a reason for that, but I did want you guys to be aware. So here it is next to Pacific Blue. Let me see if I can get these together. On camera, they're looking much more similar than what they actually are. I'm hoping you guys can see this. Boho Blue over here, it's darker. Pacific Blue is a bit lighter. They are very similar though. And then I also wanted to compare to it Royal Rage from Sally Hansen, because I feel like Boho Blue out here on the end is kind of like somewhere in the middle of these two. Where this right here, Royal Rage, is more of like a jelly than anything. Pacific Blue is a cream, and then this Boho Blue is like in the middle of that. So, yes. There are those, and I will show you guys swatches here really quickly. And I was going to show them to you on the swatch wheel, but it just, like, it's not picking up very well on there. So I put them on a swatch stick here for you guys, to hopefully be able to show you the comparison a little bit better. Alright. So, on the very far end there is Royal Rage, which is the darkest. In the middle is the Boho Blue, and on the end, these are still a little bit wet, is Pacific Blue. They look so similar on camera, the Pacific Blue and Boho Blue. I hate that. I hate that they're looking so similar, because they're not really, I mean, they are, but there's a pretty good difference whenever you see it in real life, you know what I mean? But if you guys can't find Pacific Blue, you might want to go ahead and pick this up, because it's the closest that I found besides Julie G's, what is it? What is that thing called? Cabana Boy, is that what that is? I think that's what that one is, but this is the closest one so far, even though the formulation is a little bit different. Let me see if I can show you guys on the swatch wheel here. And I did one coat of Boho Blue here, just so you guys can see, hopefully, that it's not super opaque. Can you guys kind of see? Yeah, there. See? And then right beside of it is 2 coats of the Boho Blue, Pacific Blue, and Royal Rage on the very end there. So I'm just really hoping that this can help you guys see. And you know what I'm going to do? Let me see. This is something that I just don't have the setup for, but I'm going to go ahead and swatch for you on a nail wheel Boho Blue, which I am going to sit it right there. I'm going to swatch it for you guys, so hopefully you can get a better understanding of the formula. Okay. Alright. I'm going to have to do this like backwards. Well, it might help if I get some polish, huh? Okay, so here we go. You see how it's pretty sheer? I don't have a whole lot of polish on my brush. And these are clear nails, which make it look even more sheer. It's just kind of a tricky formula. I mean, I made it work, and I don't think it's a bad formula. I just think that it's the type of polish it is. Any of you guys know, you know how jellies and Kraylies work. They are a little bit more sheer and a little bit more on the thicker side. So I just kind of wanted to show you what that looked like. It's a good polish, and I love the color. And if you guys don't have Pacific Blue, I would say go ahead. Yeah, so let's move on to the last few. I think I've talked enough about that one there. So the last 2 are just glitters. I'm not comparing them to anything. But they are both in a clear base, and this first one here, this one is called Strike Gold, and it is a gold, like regular glitter, and then it has a whole bunch of gold, like shards in there, and they kind of like just vary in sizes. And they're a little bit base heavy, which means that you get more base than glitter. So what I do is I put them on a sponge and sponge it on, which is so much easier. And the last one is Fall Flare, and this is just a like small fuchsia glitter. Nothing too special, but it's still pretty nonetheless. And let me go ahead and show you guys these swatches for those. So here is Strike Gold by itself. It's 2 coats. You guys are going to be looking at 2 coats of this and then 2 coats of Fall Flare by themselves. And then over here I have 1 coat of Fall Flare over Femme Feather, and then I have 1 coat of Strike Gold over Out for OXBLOOD. So there they are, guys. That's it. I do like this collection. I think that it's really nice, and it's a nice collection for fall. The colors are very pretty. I didn't have like really any issues at all, and I do recommend them. But I did just want to stress the Boho Blue out here and let you guys know about it, so you know what to expect if you want it and you pick it up. And yeah, that's it. My next video, I think I will be doing my fall picks, fall nail polish picks for this year. So I hope that you guys look out for that, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!